5 years after release, God of War 2018 is more than just a great game. It's the standard that many big budget developers want to meet. And I agree. I was talking about this when we found this article today. I actually use 2018's God of War as an example all the time. In modern gaming, and we're talking about a game now that is 5 years old. God of War 2018, right? So 5 years old. But the PC version of this game released in 2021, I think. I did not play the game when it released initially. I played it when it released on PC. And this PC port was amazing. This game looked great. It felt great. I had no issues, aside from the fact that third-person games inherently suck at cameras from time to time. The only big criticism for me in this game was what I criticize most third-person games for, which is that if you get your back up against a wall, the camera slams into the back of your character and it jacks up everything you're trying to do and see. It just skews everything real hard. This game's no exception, but that's third-person games as a whole. It's nothing on this game specifically. It's just third-person games are bad like that. But the graphical fidelity of this game is amazing. It looks great. It felt great. It felt so polished. And when you talk about today, when we have so many games coming out, and I don't care what platform you want to talk about, whether you want to talk about Cyberpunk releasing like trash, or you talk about other games that are getting ported, like The Last of Us Part 1 getting ported to PC and feeling like trash, or Wild Hearts on PC being bad, or Wolong coming out and being terrible. There are so many different examples right now of games going, it doesn't matter what platform, but getting released and just feeling completely unoptimized and terrible, right? I do feel like it's more often than not on PC. Games get released on PC or ported to PC, and they're just unpolished, unoptimized, and the performance-wise, they are total trash. They're dumpster fires. And I see all the time these excuses, and we talked about this a little bit earlier whenever I found this article. We see these excuses pop up all the time of, oh, well, it's a VRAM issue. Today's hardware just can't keep up with what developers are doing. And it's like, dude, no, I don't believe it. When there are perfect examples of games that have come out, and I use this one all the time. You got God of War, which got ported over to PC 3 years later and was amazing even on day one release of the port. And it is a beautifully done game. The graphical fidelity of this game is outstanding. And how can a game like this be done so very well? And then other games keep coming out today and they don't even look as good as this game does. And they play like trash. And they've got huge performance issues. But people keep trying to give them an out as a hardware issue. That doesn't make any sense. It's not that doesn't add up, man. That's like scapegoating, dude. You're projecting an issue onto something that really what the issue is developers are either not knowledgeable enough to optimize a game correctly for whatever platform they're trying to put it on, or they're not taking their time and doing their due diligence to QA a game, quality assurance and test a game enough to ensure that it's going to be optimized for the platforms they're releasing it on. That's what it comes down to. And instead of copping up to saying that, yo, we screwed up, we didn't do well, they blame it on other things, like a hardware issue. I don't accept it, man. It doesn't make any sense.